Implementation overview. How we help you to set up the evaluation. The first thing we ask you to do is to identify two similar ability Year 4 and 5 classes. You will complete the pre-assessment test with both groups. The What Word Teachers platform will then randomly allocate the intervention and control class once you've inputted your pre-test data. The intervention group will use the spelling strategy for the next 5 weeks, and the comparison class will continue as normal. You complete the post-assessment test with both groups and then input your post-test data on the What Word Teachers platform. It will then generate an impact report, and then if this proves a successful approach, you can then open it up to the comparator class. So let's take this from a step-by-step planning approach. Step 1. Identify two similar ability classes participate in the evaluation from the same year group. Step 2. Identify 60 challenging words from the National Curriculum Guidance. These will be introduced by 15 new spellings over 4 weeks. Select 20 of these words to use as your pre- and post-assessment task. These will be the same for both the pre- and the post-assessment. Step 3. Complete the pre-assessment spelling test with both classes. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the pre-test on the trial wizard. Step 4. Using the trial wizard on the What Word Teachers platform, randomly assign the classes to the intervention and the comparison group. Step 5. For the intervention class, deliver the targeted intervention. Use your professional judgment to decide the frequency, whether this will be daily or weekly, and log this in the process of evaluation. The comparison group will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. Complete the post-assessment spelling test, which is the same as the pre, to both the intervention and the comparison groups. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the post-test on the trial wizard. So the intervention is targeted at Year 4 and 5 pupils. It's delivered by a teacher and can be set as homework, and each session should take approximately 10 minutes. It uses the look, say, cover, write, check as a method of learning spelling, where children study a word, say the word aloud clearly, paying attention to the spelling, cover it up with a piece of paper or their hand, write the spelling next to the original word, check their version to see if they got it right, and then write the correct spelling again if necessary. This version of the strategy emphasizes reading and saying the word aloud to help connect the written and spoken word. How to select the spellings. Use the DFE Primary National Curriculum Guidance on the expected spellings for Year 4-5. Please use this to create a list of 60 words that you will select for the intervention. Each week, the learners will practice 15 new spellings using the look, say, cover, write, check spelling strategy. Resources. In the resource folder that you will download, you'll find a template. Use the tracking spreadsheet that's included to basically link your anonymized learners to students on the platform, and then record whether it's intervention or control class. And then finally, some key considerations. Just need to be considered before using a targeted spelling strategy as an intervention. So it is a suitable time in the day. If it's being used for homework, will reminders be given? Resources, if you're using the templates, can these be printed in advance? And then will you link this to any rewards in your school? So logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. So the assessment. The outcome measure is attainment as defined by the pre and post spelling test. The assessment is marked out of 20 and is the same for both the pre and the post assessment. As both the comparison and intervention groups receive the same assessment, familiarity should not bias the effect. And then the final assessment guidance, complete this under test conditions, allow approximately 10 to 15 minutes for the assessment, provide an example of the word in a sentence for each spelling, and then record the pre and post assessment scores on your tracking spreadsheet, then input them into the platform. So that's the end of your implementation guidance. The next thing is to download the research protocol, the resource folder, and then start your trial wizard.